Hey, what is going on, road trippers? Road Trip Nate here, once again. Welcome back to the channel. Tonight, as the captions at the top stated, I'm doing the ranking list of my top 5 roller coasters I have rode so far in my lifetime. There will probably be an updated video on this sometime down the road, because I might ride other roller coasters. Probably will ride other roller coasters that knock some of these off the list. But freaking glare. But as of right now, up to this point, these are the top 5, in my opinion, that I have rode. There are probably better roller coasters to ride out there, but y'all know me. I do my ranking videos based on my own experiences, my opinions. I don't go off the statistics of others. I do my rankings based on what I have based on the things that I've done. What I've seen, what I've done, what my experiences. So that's what we're gonna do tonight. Like my top 5 roller coasters based on my own current experiences up to this point in my life. It was casual day at work today, so I wore the captain of Team Road Trip with the Road Trip Nate on YouTube with number 1, the knockoff sports jersey I had made back in 2020 that I had made for myself. So I was like, okay, it'll be easy for me to do my live stream tonight. I don't change out of my clothes before I do a live stream. So usually a lot of the times I'm in a Big Brother's Pawn t-shirt, just because that's what I wear all day. I'm not gonna change out of my t-shirt before I do a live stream. But I'm in one of my Road Trip Nate t-shirts. Got my YouTube hat on that I do my live streams, that I wear when I do my live streams now. So I'm all geared up. So let's get in there. Do the countdown. 5 to 1. Coming in at number 5. There will be no POVs because I did the POVs last night from the Six Flags Over Texas roller coasters that will be on this video, and I did the POVs from back in 2020, I think it was, when I did the Silver Dollar City ones, the ranking video. And like I said last night, these are all going to be from Silver Dollar City and Six Flags Over Texas, because either I feel like these rides are either better than the rides that I can remember or I don't remember riding what I rode at the other 3 theme parks that I've been to in my life. So this is just going to be a ranking, just talking about these rides. I'm not going to do a whole POV deal, but I do have those on my channel if you want to go back and watch the POVs. Anyway, number 5. Well, I have an honorable mention to put in there because it is the last season for this ride to be open. Honorable mention, Fire in the Hole. As I talked about night before last, Fire in the Hole is a great dark roller coaster. It's a 3-story roller coaster built in 1971. It's making its last hoorah this season, and I need to go down there, and as I've done before, let's do this again. Let's make sure we got this up right. Get the POV on my GoPro so I can say I rode Fire in the Hole during the last season it was open, and got it on video to post on YouTube. But that's why it's getting the honorable mention, is because it's the last season for it. It's a great ride. I just figured I'd give it its credit. Where credit is due. Because it is my favorite dark coaster. But alright, number 5. I know I've done that 3 times already on this video, but let's get on to number 5. Texas Giant, the new Texas Giant, and the original. It's a combo. As I said, I rode the Texas Giant for the first time in like 2004, 2005, 2006. One of them, with the church trip that I went on. Rode it the second time, going around this corner with Dad on a family trip. We went on this corner. I elbowed Dad right in the face when my arms were up like this. And then they remodeled. Used the same company that made Outlaw Run. Texas Giant was the first coaster that this company did. Remodeled it to a steel track on a wooden coaster. And Outlaw Run, they perfected the track idea. But the new Texas Giant, it's a smoother ride. It's not an absolutely smooth ride. It's a smoother ride than the original Texas Giant used to be. But both were fun rides. Both had very tall lift hills. And then they had that big first drop. But the new Texas Giant, it was a revolutionary idea, in my opinion. Have a steel track on a wooden coaster frame, which made for a fun ride. They could do more with steel than they could with wood. You got these 90-degree banks and everything, but the old Texas Giant, as clanky and as hard-hitting as it was still a ride to experience, because it was you know, just one of those coasters that were popular, a very popular coaster that just had to be experienced. Number 4, Batman. Batman, like I said last night, is my second favorite ride at Six Flags Over Texas. It's not the fastest or the biggest ride. It's a unique ride that I've rode because the coaster is over the top of you. And you know, when you go through those corkscrews and the loops, your feet are dangling. You're going like this. And you feel like you're flying through the streets of Gotham. It was just a very unique ride. That just made it fun. It was just unique. And I ride it a couple times every time I'm in Six Flags. A couple times I've been to Six Flags Over Texas. I think I've even rode the one in Six Flags St. Louis. But number 3, my favorite wooden coaster of all time, Outlaw Run. The company that did both Outlaw Run and Texas Giant was the first. This company instilled the idea of putting a steel track on a wooden frame. Outlaw Run, they perfected. Because Outlaw Run is a smooth coaster. It's got corkscrews, not loops. Me and my mom, we rode this ride. Before we rode this ride, she asked me, she's like, this coaster doesn't have any loops in it, does it? No, not at all. We get to the end of the ride. She's like, you lied to me. You said it didn't have any loops. I said it doesn't have any loops, it has corkscrews. I'm a butthole sometimes. But Outlaw Run is a smooth wooden coaster. It is my favorite wooden coaster just because it's a fun ride. You feel like you're going to get your head chopped off going through these corkscrews, going through the lift tunnels. But it's number 3. Number 2, Old Faithful, for me, at Silver Dollar City, built in, I think, 1997? Between 97 and 99. Wildfire. I have rode this ride over 100 times. No lie. This ride is just fun. It's just exhilarating. It doesn't have anything special to it other than it's just fun, and it's part of growing up, my childhood growing up. We've gone to Silver Dollar City, and I've gone to Silver Dollar City every year, my entire life. So every year since this roller coaster has been built, I've rode this coaster at least a couple times every time I've gone into Silver Dollar City. We go to Silver Dollar City a couple times a year, and I have to ride this coaster just because it's part of who I am. I love this coaster. That's why it's number 2. It's just a big part of me, how I was growing up, what I remember from my childhood, and how I am now. I love this ride. But number 1, like I said last night, this ride was going to be number 1 on my all-time favorites. I've rode it 3 times. Titan at Six Flags Over Texas. Titan is a good mega coaster. Excuse me. Doesn't have any loops, but it does excess speeds of 75 miles an hour. It's got, I believe, a 300 some foot first drop, and It is just a fun, exhilarating ride that I was absolutely scared of riding in 2004, 5, 6, somewhere around in there. But I finally rode for the first time in 2018 when me, my grandma, and her husband went to Six Flags over Texas. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna ride this. Me and my grandma's husband rode this ride. I'm like, we got off of it, I'm like, let's go again. But Titan is number one because it's the most fun I've ever had on a coaster. It's the most exhilarating time I've had on a coaster. Tomorrow night, I'm going to do my ranking of the 5 theme parks that I've been to. But as for tonight, that's going to do it for today. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button after the video to stay notified on all my current and future whereabouts. And if you like this video, give it that all important thumbs up. It just lets me know you care and it helps support this channel. But this is Road Trip Nate saying bye from the Casa Road Trippers, and y'all have a good night.